My name is Anna, and my story is true. I remember the year I turned 17 like it was yesterday. I was living with my mom. My dad, he left us before I was 10. I spent a lot of time on YouTube and had just passed 500 friends on my Facebook. My mom worked 2 jobs to support us, so I basically took care of myself. And I was in love that year. I didn't realize how lonely I was before I met him, or how good it would feel when he told me how beautiful I was. I had a lot to look forward to that year. My entire life lay ahead. Instead, I was trafficked and exploited. I became a human slave, not in some foreign country, but right here in America.
It's the exploitation of human beings in what's known as modern-day slavery.
They're victims. They're being exploited by somebody else who is really controlling them.
Do not believe that this is something that couldn't happen to you.
At first, everything was free. They said it was just for being pretty. That made me feel really special. Fitting in was important to me. Soon I was getting yelled at a lot for being out all the time. There were no A's on my report card, or B's, or C's for that matter. I just didn't care about school anymore. So I dropped out. My mom didn't want me around the house anymore. So I left. Nothing was free anymore. To keep up the habit, we started selling small things first, then clothes. Eventually, my little car. Then my boyfriend got arrested for stealing. He wasn't getting out anytime soon. That week, I found out I was pregnant.
They don't have a structured family. They may be, the mom is working a lot and there is no supervision in the home. There is not that attention that they need.
And then you have this person coming towards you with all these nice things to say, or buying you things and trying to do for you. Of course, you're going to let your guard down and start trusting them.
Pregnant and broke. I didn't know what I was going to do. Then he showed up. He told me he was going to take care of me, us, until I got it together. He did take care of me for a minute, and I was so thankful. That's when it began. He raped me. I was on my way out the door when he told me about the pictures. He said if I left, he'd put them online so my 500 friends could see. I got sick to my stomach. He took my ID and my phone and said he'd kill my mom. That weekend, he tattooed me and started sending me out at night.
Go to the roller rink. There's pimps there. Go to the school playground. There's pimps there. Walking home from school, these men will drive up in their cars and say, "Hey, pretty girl, you want a ride?" And this is one of the best places they recruit, I believe, is the malls.
These victims, oftentimes are put in situations where they're abused mentally, physically, assaults, from batteries, all the way to rapes. They could go as far as kidnapping and murder.
Many times in those initial encounters, it's flattery, it's deceit.
We did not understand how strong the manipulation and the grooming process can be.
They will always try to gain their trust and form a relationship of some sort, whether it's a friendship or something romantic.
These pimps steal the position of caretaker and nurturer away from families. She felt like she fell in love with him and that he was the only one who understood her.
It graduates to, let's go out of town, let's go visit Reno, we'll have a great weekend.
They say you don't have to have sex, you don't have to do anything that you don't want to do. That's not true at all.
And then when they get to Reno, it turns into, oh, I don't have any money, you're going to need to go do these acts to help us survive. And it'll only be one time, maybe twice, and then ultimately, once that girl has engaged in that behavior, then it becomes expected. And when they don't do what that exploiter wants, then they're subject to physical abuse.
And then he becomes their one resource, and that's when they'll do whatever he wants. And if they don't, he'll punish them. But there's no way home.
He been working and to make sure that you and your mom and your family are falling apart, because what they want is to isolate you. So you don't have no one to call and to say, "Hey, I'm here, can you help me please?"
She gets up at night, because that's where most of her clients are buying her time. And she jumps in the shower and she puts her makeup on and she dresses really cute. She covers up her bruises because a couple nights ago, or a week ago, or even that night, she was beat by her pimp, or she was slapped or choked by her trick, her John, and she's got to cover up the bruises of the physical abuse. Because you need to be mentally prepared for 10 to 20 to 30 different men to grope you and to have sex with you, to do sexual acts to you, and many, maybe a handful, maybe 5 of them will be very aggressive and rape you.
All I could think of was saving my daughter. Yeah. I was pregnant with a girl. You have to understand. I want to leave, but I'm afraid he'll hurt my family. I didn't want to die alone. I had the courage to start over.
The women who don't, get beat to near the point of death, but are simply beat, stay quiet, don't ask for help, because they've been told, well, you're the criminal, you're a seller, no one's going to believe you, and it's very hard to ask for help.
You can just see the trauma and the sense of being lost in their eyes.
I was 9 months pregnant. I'd start over with my daughter. Keep her safe. Give her what she needs. And spend time with her so that I'd never have to worry about her getting her self-worth from someone else. She'd never feel alone or unloved because I'd be there for her through it all. I'd reach out to my mom. I'd finish school, pick up where I left off. I could still be a nurse. I love helping those who hurt. I could. No! Stop!
We have a report of a female down in the wash just north of 700 East Flamingo.
I wonder
our whole entire mission is to save lives. And in this case, where you lose a mother and a child, we weren't able to achieve our mission.
We passed AB 67, which for the first time in the state of Nevada creates the crime of sex trafficking.
Now people that pander and engage in sex trafficking will be punished, and will be punished with sentences like life in prison. And the word's going to get out that if you engage in that kind of behavior in Nevada, you're going to be prosecuted, and the key is going to be thrown away. So the message is clear. Do not engage in sex trafficking.
When it comes to our children, we want them safe, we want them staying in school, we want them to become productive members of society and continue to build this fabulous city. We will not tolerate sex trafficking at all.
The government needs assistance from the entire community so that we are able to work together. Be that the nonprofit organizations, be that the service organizations, be that the churches, be that the schools.
My story, all of it true, ends here. Protect them. Love them. Give them the chance to live their dreams.
Lost on crowded city streets, our wounded children we can hear your cries.
Thank you, Nevada, for coming together to protect one another. I invite you to partner with us. Young person, join us at trafficnomore.org.
Keep you warm.